Are we?
Yup. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Under Further Review.
Hello, I'm Andrew.
I'm Kata.
Welcome to Under Further Review, presented in part by Last Word on Sports.
Yeah.
It's Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving!
This is my favorite holiday of the year.
You know what? It's my mother's.
Okay. Well.
No, I'm serious. It actually, it really is. I always think of my mother when I think of Thanksgiving.
I mean, I do too, because it's like the family holiday, but it's just like, yeah, it's my mom's.
No, it is.
With silence afterwards.
I mean, like, I love Thanksgiving. Oh, we left the weed on the table. Whoops. I love Thanksgiving. Whoops, guys, we're struggling today. I love Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorites. My mom, though, she does this huge thing every year. I mean, Christmas is big in our house. We do whatever. But the day before Thanksgiving, she has all of our family, all of our neighbors, even, like, friends of mine who, like, even if I'm not there, like, I'm not going to be there this year, but they're going to come over. Like, it's a huge thing. And it's the day before Thanksgiving, and she cooks, like, this huge spread because she just loves the energy of everyone being together.
But what happens on Thanksgiving?
The family comes over, but it's a little bit more chill. The turkey comes out that day, of course. Everything else is the day before.
But the big feast is the day before.
The big feast is the day before, and then the day of, I mean, of course, everyone sits down for Thanksgiving dinner, but it's a lot more like picking throughout the day, Bloody Marys, that kind of thing, and of course, football.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
What are you doing for Thanksgiving this year?
My family's meeting me here in the city.
Oh, that's right.
Which is fun. We're going to go out to dinner. We found a place in Tribeca, which would be good. We went out, my dad and I went out a couple years ago, and it was great. Yeah, down this place, down, I think Chelsea, either Chelsea or Soho, I don't remember. But the food was amazing. It was just the two of us, and then we went back to my apartment and watched football, and it was just great. My favorite thing about Thanksgiving is like the 4 Fs. It's the food, family, friends, and football.
Yeah.
It's just like it's a conglomeration of all of my favorite things in life on one day.
Well, you know what?
It's just very homey. I mean, Christmas is great, but I feel like Christmas is very overwhelming. I feel like Thanksgiving, it's mostly just about the food itself.
Right.
And I guess that's what I love about it. Also, like, there's nothing better than turkey, mashed potatoes, and gravy, and stuffing, and cranberry sauce. I just love that mix of things. You know?
It's a good mix. It really, and it's weird because like a lot of those things you wouldn't think would go together, but they always do. You know what, Andrew? I'm going to give you an early Christmas gift.
What?
Yeah.
What is it?
Our show is going to be all of those things that you love so much today.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was
act surprised when it was actually my idea.
It was your idea.
Yes, correct.
But I'm giving into it. Obviously not caving because it's a great idea. We wanted to separate our show. We're going to talk about food, we're going to talk about family, and we're going to talk about football today.
Obviously, because what would this show be without football?
Of course. So. And football, of course, is the through line through everything. But we're really excited to share in this holiday with you guys. You guys are our family. And
yeah, we're thankful for all of you. We would be more thankful if you could do us a favor and follow us on all of our social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter using the handle at UFR Podcast. Also, we're found on YouTube, and our podcast comes out every Thursday, as you may have found, wherever you can find podcasts, except for Spotify because we're not that cool yet, but maybe it's coming for Christmas. Who knows?
Yeah, wouldn't that be a nice Christmas gift?
Wouldn't it, though? That'd be great.
Yeah.
And if you have emails or anything that you want to ask us or comment on, please feel free to do so. You can find us at andrewandkata@gmail.com. If we like what you have to say, maybe we'll read it on the show. And, get a little bit of audience feedback in there.
Yeah, we're kind of ditching that this week because we have so many other good things to talk about. But
because it's all about us.
Yes, and it's our show. We can do whatever the fuck we want, guys.
That's
Come
right.
on.
But yeah, it's Thanksgiving, and so we're going to talk about food, family, and football today.
Wholesome things.
Yeah.
We're going to be wholesome for like once in our existence.
I know.
It's going to be great.
So
the first thing is food. First thing is food.
Okay, so we did a lot of some research on this. Food is a big part of Thanksgiving, and it also plays a huge role in football. Mm-hmm. Like, these people on these teams are very large people. They're very large human beings. They make me. They look like they could crush me or break me in half like a toothpick.
Right.
I don't know if you've ever stood next to one of these people before, but they're just very, very big.
Oh, it's very intimidating and sexual.
And so, maybe for you. So we've. I've asked a couple questions here. The first one is, how much does it take to feed an NFL team? Hold on, backing up. How much, off the top of your head, do you think an NFL player eats in a day, calorie-wise?
Well, okay, so the average human eats, what, like 1,800 to 2,500 calories or whatever?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I would have to double it, at least, if not a little bit of extra.
Okay. You're right about the humans. The humans eat anywhere from 1,500. A regular human, like you or I, eats 1,500 to 2,500 calories a day. It's just like what we need to survive.
Okay.
For NFL players, they're using their bodies a lot differently than we are.
Yes.
They're constantly, going out there and crashing into other human beings and running really fast and throwing objects really, really far.
They're literally animals.
Yes, correct. And so they eat like animals. But it really just depends on the size of the player. On average, let's say the largest players, like NFL linemen, can weigh up to 350 pounds.
Sure.
These are big boys.
Yeah.
They eat anywhere from 9,000 to 11,000 calories a day in order to keep that weight through the season. Which is three times what a normal human has to eat to survive.
Yeah.
And it varies by player too. It varies by player size. Smaller players, and by smaller I mean 200 to 250 pounds, those players can eat up to 3,500 calories a day.
Okay.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
By comparison, polar bears eat 12,000 calories a day.
So NFL players are basically small polar bears.
Pretty much, like baby polar bears.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's adorable, by the way.
Olympic athletes eat between 8,000 and 10,000 calories a day.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm talking about the most elite cyclists and swimmers, because they're constantly just going.
Sure.
So they have to have all those calories in order to use all that as fuel. But yeah, it all basically varies on size and positions of players. But yeah, they're not far off from bears eating. It's polar bears, followed by humans, followed by sea otters. Actually, sea otters eat 7,500 calories a day.
I mean, they're moving. They're grooving.
I didn't realize that. They're just so small, But basically, NFL players can eat a lot. NFL players eat a lot.
Yeah.
And I found this really cool article that kind of breaks it down. There was an article that came out in, I think, Men's Health.
Who wrote it?
I'm going to give you one guess as the gender of the person who wrote it. Let me find it here. Yeah, it was a guy. Luke McCormick.
McCormick.
Men's Journal.
Men's Journal.
And he followed the Buffalo Bills around for a week.
Okay.
And he just kind of took notes as to what all of them eat. It's a lot.
Okay.
It's a lot of food. I just want to walk you through all this really quickly.
Sure.
In a week, the Bills ate upwards of 1,600 pounds of beef, salmon, and chicken per week.
Holy wow.
They downed 24 entire rotisserie chickens in a day. It's a lot. And those are just there are options too.
Right.
If players want to opt for red meat, it's not just beef that you're going to buy from the grocery store. These are NFL players who get the finest quality, red meats. Mm-hmm. So they get grass-fed meat from New Zealand.
Sure,
it's all brought in from there.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. If they want seafood, they get the finest things like salmon, cod, or tilapia, or sea bass, and halibut.
Okay, well, tilapia is not fine, but okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's, seafood.
Ugh.
I'm good. I don't really like seafood. But another fun thing that the Bills do is they have themed pizzas based on their opponent for the week.
Oh, I love that.
I shouldn't really even say that it's pizza. It's flatbread.
Okay.
Because it's healthier.
Right.
I use healthier in many air quotes.
Right.
It's just a lot of calories. For example, they played the Baltimore Ravens,
mm-hmm.
and Baltimore is famous for its crab cakes.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a crab cake pizza.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, no,
I'd
it doesn't.
get down on that.
Not for me.
Oh yeah, I hate that you don't like seafood.
I don't know. It's a taste thing and it's a texture thing if it's actual fish.
Literally before the show, I was like, "Oh, I'm modifying a recipe to bring to the Brown's house for Thanksgiving or whatever." And what do you think? So I'm thinking salmon, and he's like, "No,
I'm out.
No,
salmon. No thanks."
Okay.
Let's see what else. For vegetables, fruits and vegetables, in this 1 week. In a day. Excuse me. 60 pounds of broccoli.
Wow.
56 pounds of strawberries, and 50 bunches of asparagus a day.
Okay, I have a question.
Go.
this is just like the active roster?
This is like average. This is just consider this to be an average weekly /
But we're
daily.
talking like 53 players.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. This thing says the stats are based on a 250 person staff, which includes players and coaches.
Oh,
so
cool.
it's the entire staff. So
Okay.
this is what I mean. You know, you kind of break it down. This is what an entire staff can eat. So
Okay.
like an entire team, it's like a fifth of this.
I see.
Essentially.
Okay.
It's still a lot of food, though.
Of course, yes,
And
absolutely.
speaking of food, they also need things to drink. So we're up to 7,200 ounces of smoothies and 52 cases of water per week.
Wow.
That's a lot of water.
Yeah.
You text me about staying hydrated. These people are hydrated.
Yeah,
Truly.
tell me about it. That reminds me, I need to drink some water. Drink some water, everyone.
Okay.
It's
yep.
time.
Great. I'll get another water bottle during a break.
Okay.
I also really quick just want to read this this post game spread for the Denver Broncos.
Okay.
They posted this on Twitter a couple years ago, and I just found this picture to be fascinating. This is a post game. This is what players eat after a game on Sunday.
Okay.
So they're traveling from Oakland, where they're playing the game, back to Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Pre-departure. This is pre-getting on the plane. A deluxe cheddar burger. Like deluxe, like lettuce, tomato, all that stuff. And I'm just imagining like a burger that you get at like Applebee's.
Yeah.
You know, just like a big,
Like a thick,
hefty,
juicy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's their like pre-departure snack. When they're on the plane, they have a choice of 3 entrees. They can either get a seafood option, like a carb option. Another thing that players do is they carb load. And
Yes.
that diet resonates with me because I carb load. I eat a lot of pasta.
That's pretty much my normal diet,
Yeah.
is like carbs, so.
So they can either eat, if they want seafood, they have tilapia, which comes with pomodoro sauce, served with haricot vert and steamed rice, which is fun. Peyton Manning's favorite, their option is a baked chicken parm with spaghetti and marinara sauce with mixed vegetables.
Sounds
I
good.
like that. Or their third option is chicken Caesar salad with Caesar salad dressing. You know,
Cool.
in case somebody wants something a little bit lighter. Their snacks are a variety. The possible snacks that they could get: a variety of cheese and crackers, fresh fruit, vegetables, and hummus. PB&J sandwiches on white and wheat bread. Sandwiches, not
Yep.
one sandwich. Sandwiches.
Yep.
An assortment of chips or like candy bars, Cliff bars, Kind bars, and their dessert choices. They can get like warm cookies, like chocolate chip and oatmeal cookies served with milk or brownies,
Yum.
or ice cream or frozen yogurt.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
crazy what these people eat.
Yeah. I
It's
feel
nuts.
like that's got to take up a lot of space on a plane, too.
Oh, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean they ship all the equipment on a separate plane, so it's probably the players and their food on one plane.
Right.
Yeah.
And then everything else, balls, whatever,
Yeah.
everything.
So I'm reading all these articles and I'm like, wow, this is a lot of food that players eat during the week. But in this segment, we've kind of found that players don't really eat a lot on Sundays before games.
Right.
Or not so much, but like they either don't eat a lot or they have really weird pregame food
Rituals.
routines.
Yeah. So we did a little bit of investigating, found a lot of similar things, but found a few really interesting of current NFL players and also those of the past. All football players, fans, everyone has their rituals. But some of the weirdest ones we found, where should we start? Do you want to start?
Oh, go ahead. You first.
All right. So let's start with history then. Joe Theismann, obviously very famous ex-quarterback, had a career-ending injury that looked very similar to Alex Smith's last year.
For the Washington Redskins.
This was not pre-game, but he used to eat a banana split the night before each game.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah.
Gross. That's a lot of ice cream.
I mean, yeah. I don't like ice cream. I have very sensitive teeth. It's too cold, so
Okay.
I can't like bite into it.
Okay.
But I love a good banana.
Firstly, who bites into ice cream? Psychopaths.
Wait, what do you mean?
You lick your ice cream.
Yeah, but like, what if you're eating it with like a spoon?
Well, you should never eat it with your teeth. It's just like sick.
But when it touches your teeth.
That's fair. I guess I can't judge because I don't have sensitive teeth.
Yeah, whatever. It's painful. So
All right.
shut up.
Fair enough. Okay. Ron Rivera, coach of the Carolina Panthers.
Okay.
Every morning before a game on Sunday, cinnamon toast and ham, which sounds delicious. His wife also makes him homemade peanut butter and oatmeal cookies, and he has to have one before he steps on the field every Sunday. And I just think that's really cute.
That sounds delicious too.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and oatmeal.
Peanut butter and oatmeal.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, that sounds delicious. Maybe I'll make some of those. Let's see. On cookies, Brian Urlacher eats exactly 2 chocolate chip cookies before every game, or ate exactly 2 chocolate chip cookies before every game.
Mm-hmm.
Alec Ogletree eats Twizzlers. No other licorice brand will do. No Red Vines. They must be Twizzlers.
Red Vines are gross, so I get it.
I do. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Twizzlers.
Twizzlers.
And like just Twizzlers.
Yep.
Huh.
I mean, that's... I don't know if it's just Twizzlers, but that is the ritual before every single game. And if there aren't Twizzlers, then there's a problem.
Interesting. Speaking of there being a problem, Chris Thompson, who is a running back for Washington as well, he goes like the big breakfast route.
Okay.
He likes waffles with waffles topped with blueberries, strawberries, and whipped cream, followed by an omelet, which is stuffed with peppers, avocado, bacon, and cheese.
Ooh.
And he has to have that, or he's mad the rest of the day.
That's, you know what? Gotta give the boy his food.
Right?
Luke Kuechly,
Carolina linebacker.
of course.
Yep.
He believes his success is due to eating at a local chicken restaurant called the Roasting Company.
Okay. The roasting company.
That's all I know about it. But he attributes his success in the NFL, of which we know there is much, to the Roasting Company.
Interesting. I'm looking it up right now.
And
it's a chain restaurant, and there is one in Charlotte, and it looks damn good. It's very much that like chicken and chicken like down home Southern comfort food.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, looks delicious.
I mean, you like what you like, buddy.
I'm here for it.
Sam Bradford, R.I.P., has
He's not dead. He's just not playing in the NFL right now.
Well, whatever. He has a superstition involving the need to group his foods in threes.
Okay, explain.
So when eating his pregame meal, he will only eat 3 sets of anything, whether that's cantaloupe, pineapple, whatever. It must be 3.
Interesting. It's like that episode of SpongeBob where like Squidward asks SpongeBob to get him a lemon, and the lemon doesn't have a correct number of seeds in it, and then he won't drink it.
I can't help you there. I've never watched SpongeBob.
Maybe you should. Matt Bryant, former kicker for the Falcons.
Yeah.
Chocolate shake before every game.
Lovely.
Lots of ice cream, lots of dairy, I feel like.
Yeah, sure. I mean, and also we'll note a lot of these. I want you to read the hot sauce one next.
Oh,
a lot of these are things like a cold shake that kind of wakes you up. It gets in your bones.
Yeah. Speaking of things that wakes you up, how about hot sauce?
This was a good one.
Okay, so Harrison Smith, he's a wide receiver for the Vikings. He will eat half a bagel and drink a cup of black coffee before each game. But after that, he'll take a shot of hot sauce. Mm-hmm. Sometimes he like completely forgoes the bagel and coffee and just pounds hot sauce. Like he'll only drink hot sauce before the game.
God, it's all coming to me. I'm starting to have like flash forwards to this bet that we still have to fulfill.
I don't. Why do you think these players eat what they do? Why I wonder how they have about hot sauce.
Hot sauce is about to like shock your fucking system. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I completely get it.
Okay.
I totally do. I think it's absolutely disgusting. But, okay, you need to wake up. What do? Like, obviously an espresso shot is the first thing, but you're still not awake after that. Like, your body's awake, but your brain's not awake. You're not in game mode. First thing I think of is vodka.
Okay.
I'll take a shot of vodka.
That'll get you in a different kind of game mode. But yeah.
Sure, of course. But when you're just trying to get out on that field, a shishito pepper or something like that, that'll just shock your system right the hell up.
That's fair.
I'm into it.
Jeez, pounding hot sauce.
Devontae Adams eats the same thing every game: a salmon salad with cucumber, shredded cheese, and ranch.
Okay.
Apparently he did it for the first time before the Patriots game his rookie year, and he stuck with it.
Very good. I've got just one more on my list. I've got Jake Elliott, kicker for the Eagles. He eats one slice of pizza and one slice of cheesecake.
And he's been
every game.
He's been doing that since he was a freshman in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, I like the ritual, and also pizza's delicious. Obviously, sure. I'm surprised we haven't seen more pizza when you were talking about like what they eat on like a weekly basis.
I know, right? I feel like that would be mine. Like I would just pound pizza.
Oh, totally.
I mean, I can do it anyways.
Yeah, easily, right? I have one more ritual, but it is not food related.
Okay.
Please don't. But it's festive, and I liked this one.
Okay.
Jason Kelsey listens to Christmas music before every game,
Oh.
even in September. He says it takes the seriousness out of things. He just wants to listen
Just
to
to be
something
clear,
fun.
Jason Kelsey, not to be confused with Travis Kelsey.
Correct.
Jason Kelsey plays for the Eagles.
Yes, but they are brothers.
Yes.
Indeed. Yeah, it's I thought that was
nice.
Just
That's festive. That's like traditional. Thanksgiving's about traditions.
and not to mention though, like I mean, even in September is a little early for Christmas music, but like you hear the songs, man, and it just it does. It takes the seriousness out of things. You can relax a little bit.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Just want to touch really quickly about players with different diets.
Okay.
Going back to food.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
I'm going to take two players, both of whom have very, very different diets. They are Von Miller, who plays for the Denver Broncos,
Okay.
and Tom Brady, who plays for the Patriots.
Oh, this is fun.
Tom Brady has a very distinct diet.
Keto.
Well, I wouldn't even say it's
Psychotic.
keto. It's just kind of like psychotic is what it is.
I think he's in a cult.
Maybe. It's his own cult that like he and his trainer are in
Yes.
together. So Tom Brady is notorious for having a very, very long career. He's famous for taking very good care of his body.
He's very famous for...
I have lots and lots of quotes because I never in a million years would put in my body what this guy puts in his body.
He's also famous for kissing his kids on the mouth.
Right, not relevant.
Anyways.
Brady eats a lot of things. He's developed his own... Brady eats a lot of greens. I'll just say that. He's developed his own method called the TB12 method, where it's like his own... He's got a nutritionist, he's got a health coach, and he's been able to like take care of his body very well in order to maintain his skill level at the age that he's at. He's like 42 this year. So I'm going to take those two players, those diets, and I'm going to just give you some contrast as to what they...
Please.
In a day. Von Miller for breakfast eats 4 eggs, 5 slices of turkey bacon with fruit and some cold pressed juice. Pretty standard breakfast, right?
Sure, for a football player, yes.
No,
sure.
right,
Yes,
that's what I
yes.
mean. Tom Brady drinks a green juice protein shake with electrolytes, kale, and collard greens. That's all in the smoothie. Or he eats Brady cakes, which are made from egg whites, protein powder, and almond oil. Yum.
Ew.
This is just their snack, okay? Their snack during the day. Von Miller eats plenty of beef jerky. Tom Brady eats a handful of almonds. Both are packed with protein, only one of them is delicious.
Plenty of, a handful of. Great measurements, too. I love this. This is great.
Keep in mind that these two are like very different players. Brady's a quarterback.
Of course.
Von Miller's a linebacker.
Yes.
We get it. It's just the discrepancy between the two.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
For lunch, okay? Von Miller, chicken breast, complex carbs, cold pressed juice. Chicken breast, got to load up on that protein, right?
Yup.
Brady, half a cup of quinoa with broccoli, beets, sweet potatoes, avocado, kale, and bean sprouts.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
You know, see, that actually doesn't sound half bad.
I'm a Patriots fan, and I'm just rolling my eyes at all this. I'm just like, oh my God.
I could not eat that every day.
The dude does not eat sugar. There's no sugar that goes in his body.
Oh my God.
It's nuts.
Except in the face implants. There's probably some sugar in there.
Also irrelevant. Okay, dinner. This article from Taste of Home does not list Brady or Miller's dinner habits, so I'm going to take J.J. Watt for the Houston Texans and compare him to Peyton Manning.
All right.
Because I can.
Sure.
J.J. Watt eats 8 chicken breasts, 3 of which are wrapped in bacon. You know, pretty standard for J.J. Watt. It's like a 300-pound defensive lineman. I just love that 3 of them are wrapped in bacon.
Yeah, like 3
I find that
specifically.
fun.
Yep.
Peyton Manning eats grilled chicken, potatoes, pasta with marinara sauce, and broccoli. Pretty standard.
That sounds like a great dinner.
Right.
Very balanced.
For dessert, Von Miller doesn't have a dessert one listed here either. But Brady eats avocado ice cream, which first of all I didn't realize was a thing. And second, he probably makes it in his own like TB12 machine. Like he's got his trainer in the basement, like cranking a giant ice cream machine, and he's like, "Put the avocado in," and then like avocado ice cream comes out in soft serve, and he just.
How does that taste though?
Probably like
I
nothing.
salt my avocados.
Because avocado, well, you probably salt your ice cream too.
I don't eat ice cream.
There's salt in ice cream.
Is there?
Yeah, it makes the ice, compact.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Huh.
So that's fun.
Anyways.
NFL players put a lot in their bodies, and sometimes it's weird, and sometimes most of the time it's a lot.
Oh yeah.
But,
most of the time it's weird too, I would say, actually. Other than Peyton Manning.
These humans are just freaks of nature.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is.
I wonder what they're eating for Thanksgiving.
Oh man, who? Brady.
All of them. I mean,
vegan turkey.
What are these guys, particularly the guys who are playing? And we'll get into that in a little bit. But
True.
But guys, we're gonna take a quick break now that we've made you all starving. When we come
I'm
back,
certainly hungry now.
yeah, I know, right? No, when we come back, we're gonna talk about family, our second pillar, our second course, if you will.
Stick around. We'll be right back.